All right.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Parham.
And I'm Ryan.
This is another episode of Sober Talk presented by Hunter House. How y'all been doing? Hope y'all been good. We missed y'all, so we hope that you missed us. What's been going on with you, bro?
Oh, you already know, bro. It's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's been a week of just working a lot. I've really been involved more with the sober community, sponsoring my guys, trying to stay locked in and tapped in with all of them. I haven't talked to a couple of them that I still need to reach out with, but trying to balance it, man. Really just trying to balance everything that I have going on. And I'm grateful for the opportunities, for real, for real. I'm not even going to hold you up. I am grateful for it, but it does get to be a lot, just the whole balance in that. What about you?
I mean, straight. I was just coming back from vacation, so that was pretty good. Took my son to Disney World.
I saw the pictures, man. It looked like a blast.
Man. And we got a funny story with the whole Disney vacation. Because we was trying to make episodes while I was gone. It just said, we just was like, hey, we're trying something. We ended up doing an entire episode.
Man.
So we got a vault of unseen footage, but you can't hear nothing.
No, the sound on both of them.
2 times we tried, and it was no sound, man. So we was like, you know what? Let's just enjoy the week. Take this off our plate. We'd be back at it.
We wanted to give y'all an episode so bad where we were both in like different locations, split screen. We had the whole thing mapped out, man. And it just did not go as planned.
But we gonna come back at it. We gonna try that again. Yeah. One of us taking another vacation soon, so we go get that.
It's gonna be him before it's gonna be me. All right, bro.
So my next vacation, February?
Oh, okay.
That's planned.
Okay.
That's planned. Yeah. I'll mess around like, hey, look, about 2 weeks I'll be gone.
Yeah.
But man, other than that, man, I've been straight, man. Just working. Like I said, just got back from vacation. And other than that, I've been straight. I had a small episode today.
Yeah.
Small. Small. I let my ego take over. Hard.
Like, what happened, bro?
So, all right. It's with somebody, the only person that could probably really get me to get there, which is my son's mom.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Some things happened. She felt it was messy. I'm like, it ain't even that serious, whatever. And it was a whole melee of things. So I'm like, every time I do something, it's a problem. If I'm going against the program, it's a problem.
Yep.
And then she said some stuff. I said some stuff. At the end of the day, she cut with bringing up my past as far as my alcoholism and all that stuff. That's cool. I was sitting there like, man, just let this go. Because you don't want this to get ugly.
Mm-hmm.
But my ego was like...
Screaming.
Yeah. Especially, I'm like, man, you want to bring up the old me? Fuck it. You want the old me that bad? Fuck it. Superman coming out this bitch, bro.
What cape on?
Fuck a cape. Black outfit Superman. That give no fuck Superman. So I said some shit. I said some stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was definitely wrong.
Yeah.
I was wrong. So I don't know, because we not talking right now. Eventually we got to talk. We got an 18-year commitment.
Yeah.
So, but eventually we got to talk. But I would definitely say I was wrong. I apologize for my part. That's all I could do. I apologize for my part. And this is what happens in recovery. Sometimes you fall into old habits, man. So I'm man enough to admit I was wrong.
Okay. Step in the right direction.
It is. Because at first I was like, do I owe an amends? Hell no.
I mean, when you briefly told me about this story, you were like, okay, this is my side. This is how I feel about it.
Yeah.
And I know where I'm coming from when it comes to this situation. Yeah. And but it takes a minute.
It's just, at the end of the day, man, fuck it. If I got to put my feelings to the side for the betterment of my child, why not?
Right.
And I really just thought of the apology as we sitting here talking.
That's how it works.
I was sitting there like, yeah. Because I ain't feel bad,
Uh.
nothing. It was just,
Sometimes you just have to get it out. You
yeah.
have to get out your anger, your frustration, because it's normal. It's normal to be angry. It's normal to be frustrated. And if you just it's like we've talked about before, if you just sit with that shit and you don't
Yeah.
say anything, you're gonna constantly stand in your ego.
Man.
But then when you finally tell somebody else or you speak it out loud, then you're like, I could have did it differently. I could have said this. I could have held back. You start replaying like, oh, wait a minute. I know I feel this way. How is this other person gonna feel when I deliver this message?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
And the crazy part, I'm in the car with my pops.
Mm-hmm.
This man trying to have a full blown conversation with me, like he's talking to me.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about what you said right now, bro.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to be like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, what you think about this? Yeah. He could have probably said, hey, man, I'm thinking about going to get some dog shit sandwiches or something. And I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Huh. Yeah, you were in the car, but you weren't in the car.
Hell, I don't know where I was at.
Yeah.
Me and old Ryan was talking.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, let me Hadou get this motherfucker.
Let me go.
From the depths of hell. And since you want to bring I do it. But at the end of the day, man, I was wrong. So if this reaches my son's mom, I apologize. I was wrong.
Yeah. And then you know how it is. Let some time pass.
Oh yeah.
And then go from there.
I got shit but time.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Yep.
This wood's over around this.
It's
is that real wood?
I think it's the best we got. Yeah.
Man, let's jump into it, man.
Mm-hmm.
So last episode, we had a conversation just on identity shift and all that. And we just wanted to highlight, go in depth, because when the identity switch, things like ego that can happen because you could go into conflict, man. And some of that conflict kind of goes against what you're trying, or not even what you're trying, who you are. Because in addiction, or even for somebody that's not in addiction, somebody that's just going through something in life, like you set up to survive a certain way that's unnatural.
Yeah.
And then when you go into natural, it conflicts because you're like, whoa, being a mature adult, what? Nah, buddy. So, in on the addiction side, and as well as just everyday life, what were some of your conflictions, early on, even to today, with the becoming the man that you are right now?
I'll probably say my conflictions always boil down to what's important now, responsibilities and priorities. Like, what am I putting first? Am I say I want to do certain things, or I want to start this venture, or get more involved with community service projects. What am I doing in order to go in that direction? I mean, that's the part when I got sober. It's like, okay, what do I do outside of myself now that I have not solidified my sobriety, but I know that being sober is part of my identity. But it still came down to that even before I got sober. It was responsibility. I didn't like to do the hard stuff. Anything that required me to do a lot of work or do the difficult things, the challenging things, I just procrastinated, put them off.
Right.
But now it's like having that awareness and being conscious of what is important to me. Where are my priorities? How can I be responsible here? Can I just not binge watch this Netflix series for however many hours and actually do the difficult work and the hard work that, essentially I don't want to do, but I know I need to do in order to reach the goal that I set for myself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I feel you, man.
Yeah.
I mean, with me, it's been going pretty good up until today, which is, it's funny that happened today, because when we had our practice virtual episode, we were talking about that, and I was like, damn, he was just telling me, like, the character I am, I let stuff go. And the first time, I'm like, damn, I ain't let that go. It was a situation I couldn't let go.
Yeah.
And I didn't let it go.
Tell you that.
So it was like, you feel bad, but for me early on my identity shift, it was hard because I didn't know who I was. So it's like I had to learn who I was, learn what I like, or learn to like what I like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it all goes into self love. It was like, man, this is the type of things that I like to do. This is what I want. This is this, but how do I do it? Like you just said it. I had to think about what I wanted to do and how I want to get there. You know, me being where I'm at today in my early stages, it was like, okay, how do I learn to like, or how do I learn to do my hobbies that I want to do?
Mm-hmm.
You know, how do I do this? How do I do that? Because I'm constantly in that survival mode, or I have to provide mode, or I have to do something mode. And it's like getting out of that. So now getting out of it now is weird. You know, I think I was saying a while ago, like I bought an outfit that I didn't even take on the trip. I bought it for the whole outfit and felt bad. It was a cheap outfit. It was just dope. It felt bad as hell. I was sitting up there like, man, I could use this money. What if I got to get this? What if I got to do this?
Mm-hmm.
But it was like, no. Part of my identity shift is learning to take care of me and do things for me that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, with today's incident, I learned my identity shift. Not letting things get to me.
Yeah.
You know, letting old pain or old versions of me come back, even if somebody else wants to bring it up.
Yeah.
Because if that's the version of me that you still hold on to,
Mm-hmm.
or if that's the version of me that you still see, that's not my problem.
Right.
I'm a completely different person from then. I'm a completely different person for 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'm still working on the whole identity shift. I thought I had a handle on it, but yet I see where I could work.
And that's what God will do.
He would.
God will say, "Hey, so you want to change your identity? Okay, I got a test for you.
I'm gonna test you.
Yeah, you want
Test you hard.
you ready?"
Da-da-da-da-da.
And that's funny, and we laugh about it now, but in the moment, you get so worked up, or you just get so filled with emotions that it's hard to see clearly when you're faced with that challenge. And I mean, we all get it. I had just a quick moment today where I felt a little bit of that's annoys me a little bit. And I had to pause for a second, and I'm just like, okay, just be direct. Don't try to bring any type of emotional feelings up. Just say, hey, take it down. Don't do that. Don't comment that. So on. I'd rather just not get into it because it really wasn't a big deal. It was just more of me just standing firm in my boundaries and things that I know I wouldn't like, and I want to make sure I take care of it right away. Yeah, I just be like, okay, no, that's not what I want.
Right.
That's not what I like.
See, I think I need to get to that point where it's like, because I still stop and I told him just, I don't even say shit. I'm just like, bro, I'm trying to figure out the best way possible to say this.
Yeah.
Without conflict.
Yeah.
Because maybe I need anger management too. I don't know.
And we go about this because you were telling me about our conversations that we tried to have last week or this past week. It's really just doing the fourth step, brother.
Yeah.
It's really just getting into it. Because that's like you, and I meant to tell you this too. You do the fourth step, or you do the fourth and the fifth step when you do this podcast.
Right.
It's really just, okay, I'm actually making an effort and a conscious effort to write it out, tell somebody about it, and move past it. But you doing this podcast and you creating the content and you doing things outside of your comfort zone, talking about sobriety, talking about the hard things, getting on camera and talking about it, you've actually done it multiple times, the fourth and the fifth step. So
doing good, y'all.
You're further along than you think. I always wanted to tell you that, but it was just more of it just like kept slipping because he keeps saying that he wants to do the fourth and the fifth step. I'm like, he's done that already.
Do it right. Do it right. Do it right with the sponsor and shit. Because I've done it before. The last time I did it, Sorry to that sponsor, man. I probably put him through hell. But I'm here today.
Mm-hmm.
But no, man. What other questions we got, man? What's going on in the Rolodex?
Okay, so the first question that I had on here, and I want to make sure I don't lose my spot. When you first got sober, what do you think recovery was going to look like, and how different was? Oh no, let me reverse that one. That was for the first one. Yeah, I had to think about it. I was like, wait a minute, lost my spot. There we go. Okay, might have to.
Nah, this is what we all about, man. Hey.
Yeah, I was like, let's just keep going. Okay, so before recovery, how much of your identity was tied to drinking, drugs, or the lifestyle that came with it?
A lot of it.
Yeah.
A lot. And I think one of the reasons, because I know when you joined on, right?
Yeah.
It was like, okay, it's Ryan and Ryan. And then I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go with my old nickname, Parham.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I was hesitant on that. Extremely.
Yeah.
Because Parham itself is tied to every ounce of my addiction.
Yeah.
Like every ounce of Parham is just nah. Like if I go somewhere and somebody call me Parham, you know me from a time that I want to forget.
Damn.
So it's like when I took on and just saying, all right, I come on here, I'm gonna introduce myself as Parham. It was like reinventing my way. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
So alcohol was a big part of my addiction. I mean, identity. You know, I mean, drugs don't really do too much, but everything. Right. Just tied into being Parham, whether if it was the fun Parham, the big bad beat your ass Parham, the bully Parham, whichever version. It was all tied into that. So it was like to come on camera now and to take that name back on solo by itself, Parham, is like, whew. Woo. Yeah. It was a lot. But to reinvent it into the Parham that I am today, man, I think that's the identity I want to create. The one that knows where he did wrong, the one that has somewhat compassion, the one that can talk to whatever. So that's what I want, man. Especially this past. We'll get into that part later.
Yeah. So my identity with drugs, alcohol, things of that nature, it started for me in high school. So when I was playing sports, and then I fell into the wrong crowd because, and I'm trying not to go too far back into the vault. Right. It's just when things didn't go my way when I was playing sports in high school, I turned to drugs, and that was kind of once my identity started to change, and I wanted to hang around people who were doing drugs and drinking and all that stuff like that. I gravitated towards that. And instead of me focusing more on my athletics and schoolwork and things like that, I wanted to be a part of the popular kids. So that's where my identity really started to shape. And that's when I really started to form the mask of, oh, okay, this is what the popular kids do. This is what, the cool kids, what they partake in. And that continued for so long. That continued, of course, through high school, through college. I wanted to always be out. I always wanted to be at the bar. I always wanted to be the life of the party where, I got the shots. I got all the friends. I got the girls. I was in that lifestyle, and I built up that type of persona. And I really didn't have much of a personality unless drugs or alcohol were involved. It was always something where I had to be under some type of influence just to conduct my day.
Right. Yeah.
And if it wasn't drinking, I was high. I was smoking. I would go to class high. I would, once the class is over and it was nighttime, I would get drunk. And it was just a repeated cycle over and over and over again. And I graduated college and the same thing. I would get into these jobs where it would be fast paced. And once the fast paced job was over, then it's like, where's the bar at?
Right.
So it was always that type of just quick, fast, empty lifestyle for me. And that was my personality. It was just, I didn't really care much. I didn't feel much. I didn't know what emotions were until I actually got sober and I realized, oh shit, my emotions run rather deep.
So then that led me to a question now. Like, at what point did it shift from you gravitating to it
Mm-hmm.
to it started gravitating to you, and them days got dark.
So when you say when it gravitated towards me, are you saying when like the drugs and alcohol,
Yeah, the drugs, the
gravitated?
alcohol, the party, the lifestyle. Because at least for me, and I don't
Uh-huh.
know if it was the same for you, but it's like, okay, cool. I wanted to do what they did, and then as we got older,
Mm-hmm.
got more semi established,
Oh yeah.
and then it started gravitating to you. Like, okay, hey, we know Ryan is the party guy, the drinker. He got the shit. We
Right.
know we going to his crib, and it's gonna be something, or he gonna be out. It's gonna be something.
Right.
And by the time we get to that point,
Mm-hmm.
them days is dark.
Yeah.
Like you be like, bro, I don't know, it's up is down, right is wrong.
Right. Yeah.
Like at what point was that?
I would probably say that began late 20s, mid 20s, or late 20s when a lot of my friends were getting married. A lot of my friends, so all the friends that I would go out with consistently and have really close bonds with, or drinking bonds, smoking bonds, things of that nature, they all started to their lifestyle started to change, and I was more lone wolf status. So I would go out to the bars and the nightclubs and things like that by myself, or when it got really dark, I would just drink in my car, bed in parking lots, things of that nature, and play the victim, be the guy of, oh well, I don't have this friend anymore. That's not my fault. It's their fault. I don't have this job anymore. It's not my fault. It's their fault.
They lost a good employee.
Exactly.
But I
Even though I showed up drunk all the time, they lost a great employee. It's not my fucking fault.
right.
And I always play the victim mentality. I always play that card, and that's when it was the darkest. It was the darkest when I lost both jobs pretty much simultaneously after a week, and yeah, crashed my car, and then I tried to play the role of, yeah, I wasn't drinking or anything like that, but definitely was when that happened.
Be messed. Hey,
Yeah,
I just had that situation happen.
yeah.
Yeah, I was putting it for this other little spot or whatever. But I used to work there years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and they was like, "Why did you leave? Not the job, like putting in the application and people I'm sitting with, while I'm putting the application in.
Yeah.
It's like, why did you leave?" I was like, "Oh, it was just some time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Were you drinking?" I was, but that's not the reason. I want to let that be known.
Yeah.
That's not the reason.
Uh-huh.
But nah, because it made me think, like, because at some point that darkness started to gravitate to you.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of you gravitating to it, and then it becomes you. It becomes your personality, it becomes your everything. And it was like, I remember those days when it got like that. It was extremely dark. Like now I look outside on a sunny day and I'm grateful for sunny days.
Mm-hmm.
Color is dull. Life is just and I just remember like my darkest day, I just remember waking up for like 3 days straight in a puddle of fucking piss in the bed. So it was like it got dark and depressing.
Yeah.
So it's like a person that be on some bullshit can't talk to me about depression. Like I'm like, man, I was there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I think that's what sometimes irritates me. And I think that's where my ego came up today when I'm having this conversation with you, thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because it was like the person kept saying, I chose to have it over family. And I'm sitting there like, fuck, I didn't choose this shit.
It chose you.
I didn't choose this shit.
Yeah.
Like I just woke up and said, you know what, I'm gonna be a fuck up.
Yeah. It grabbed you. It didn't let you go.
Hell no.
Yeah.
My biggest example, I tell people all the time with addiction is like people who don't know how to respond to it. I'm like, bro, you ever seen New Jack City?
I've never seen it.
You never seen it? Well, okay, I'm going to question your black card in a minute, buddy.
Oh,
we're gonna get to that though. But that's another thing. But Pookie in New Jack City, he was a crackhead. And he was like, I don't know what, man. It just be calling me, man. It just be calling and calling. That's addiction, goddammit.
Yeah.
That's what that shit is like.
Absolutely.
You It tells you when is it wake up,
Yeah.
go drink. I don't care if you gotta work. I don't care if you gotta pay bills.
Yeah.
Go drink because
How it
I
is.
told you to.
Mm-hmm.
That is what that shit is like. So it's like it irritates me when people be saying, "Oh, you choosing this shit, you choosing that." The fuck you not, bro.
Yeah. I know you might not be big into like these, it's like mysticism, spirituality type stuff. But if you ever look at the tarot card, the devil card, and it's mainly what it like, it'll give the description of what the card actually is. And it's like mapped out of codependency, addiction, um, betrayal, dishonesty, fear, all the things that are just super low vibrational, shame, guilt. And it's a picture of the devil and two human beings bound and chained underneath.
But nah, that's what it irritates me a lot when I hear people say that, like you chose this, and it's like, nah, you don't chose this shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I get what you're saying with the tarot cards, because I'm like, yo, that's how it is. When you locked into that low vibration, that shit locks you.
Yeah,
It's done,
it's heavy.
and it's hard to get out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I see people every day that's not even in addiction, but still trapped in low vibration.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta want to get out. You gotta want better life, all that stuff, which is where that shift comes in. You know, and I see a lot of people today sober and all type of shit, but still ain't made the shift, or they call it dry drinking, dry users, whatever your program use, you use it.
Uh,
Here we go.
White knuckle.
I mean, don't you just gotta white knuckle everything a little bit though?
Mm, in a way, it always, I guess it breaks down to what's your definition of white knuckle.
My definition of white knuckle is just going through the emotions and the pain, going through whatever you did in your time of addiction.
Right.
And now it's like, okay, you want to get out of it, you want to change it, cool, make the change.
Mm-hmm.
Get what you got to get the sponsor, get all that other stuff, and yeah, you got to white knuckle your emotions sometimes. Hey, you can't sit up there and let your emotions dictate how you about to move.
Right.
So you got to white knuckle it.
Mm-hmm.
So what would yours be?
White knuckle for me is I am literally in a an intense, obsessive thinking of I'm not drinking, I'm not drinking, I'm not drinking, I'm not drinking. But as soon as something comes your way that's going to tempt you enough, you're gone. You're literally just holding on just tight enough where you're like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But if something bad happens to you, a distraction comes up, or anything happens, you're bound to be impulsive enough to go in that direction. It's like I see somebody gripping the steering wheel and holding it so tight where their knuckles are turning white. That's why I say it depends on your definition.
I mean, that's more of a better definition for recovery.
Yeah.
You know, my definition, like I said, it was just mine.
Yeah.
And I'm one person, and I don't know. I don't have all the answers. So that's more.
Yeah. None of us do.
Yeah, that's a more direct of the white knuckle.
Yeah.
So we know here, we know now what white knuckling is.
I mean, you guys can always tell us your definition of white knuckle too.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Definitely put it in there. Put it in the comments. What is white knuckling? I know it's gonna be one person. Oh well, in my time, you just shut it up and all this internet shit, and you'll have one person like that, bro. I love you, Grandpa, whoever you are out there. Shit. It is. You know it is, man. You know this is gonna be one person. Every time is one person.
Oh, buddy.
7 years ago.
Oh, come on. Cut it out.
Man. So what else in the identity shift world, man, that we need to learn, know?
So when you first got sober, did you ever feel like you didn't know who you were anymore? Like, did you just have that moment in time when you got sober and you're like, so if I was this person, what am I now? Who am I now?
I did.
Yeah.
But it was in a depressing way.
Okay.
Like, when I came to that realization, I was like, man, who am I? Like if I just blew my shit off right now, would anybody give any fucks?
Yeah, it got dark, real dark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Told you my shit got dark.
yeah.
My,
I mean, we all like I definitely had thoughts like that as well. Yeah,
if I just disappeared, but yeah, somebody would. Somebody would give a fuck. Somebody would matter. So I just learned who the fuck I was.
yeah.
Like, who's Ryan? Okay, now Ryan, this is you. What's next? What's next? And it was just a constant question of what's next every time. You know, like even to today, whenever I do something, it's like, okay, what's next? What am I about to learn new about myself? Like, I learned about myself. I don't have patience like I thought.
You
And
do.
It's not.
You do. It's just tested.
I don't. No, I don't. I
Okay.
really don't. I don't have patience.
All right.
I don't have patience for, especially grown ass man. I don't have patience. I don't. I love, man. I want to help my brothers, and I love my brothers. But if I give you $1 million to solve your problem, like, hey, bro, I'm gonna help you solve your problems for $1 million, and then you still talk to me about some bullshit, I'm like, all right,
I just gave you $1 million.
I'm about to knock you on your fucking face.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna still fuck with you though. But my patience is low.
Yeah.
And this trip with these kids really made me realize my patience is low.
Oh yeah.
I used to think I was like, man, I want another chop. No, I'm straight. I'm good.
I applaud everybody who does it.
I do too.
Yeah.
Who keep doing it. I see some people, they turn this shit into a hobby. Shit.
Yeah, those women out there who
men
find
too.
multiple-
We ain't discriminating.
Yeah, men too. Those women and men that find each other and they have one and they're like, oh, that's not bad. I got one as well. Let's have another one. Okay. All right. Well, that didn't work out. Oh, you know what? I don't want to get too far into that because it's not really where I want to go with this conversation, but I see it and I'm just like, all right, I wouldn't have done that, but it's all right.
Yeah. What's the next question for us, man?
So, what do you think? So many. Okay, hold on. Let me, because I'm like reading this as I'm trying to answer it for myself. Why do you think so many people struggle with identity after they get sober?
They don't do the work.
Yeah,
Flat.
that's it.
Flat.
Honestly,
you don't do fucking work,
mm-hmm.
and it's a lot. It's a shit ton of work. Nobody wants to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody just want to get clean, and that's that. Don't nobody want to do that internal work. Because I know I didn't. I wasn't, man, what? Fix me? Man. Hey. I was like Movie Miles. What? What's wrong with me?
I saw that movie.
Ah, he got
Remember the Titans. Come on, don't fuck with me on that one.
Nah.
What?
That's not Remember the Titans.
Movie Miles was on Remember the Titans?
Nah.
Friday Night Lights?
Friday Night Lights.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Isn't it the same actor, though?
Nah. Mm-mm.
Damn.
Nah. We not editing that neither.
I mean, it's on tape. I still got it right. I just thought it was Remember the Titans, but now that I'm remembering, Movie Miles is from Friday Night Lights. Okay, all right. I stand corrected. I'm not always right.
But I wasn't ready to do the work though, man. Even to now, it's still things that I'm working on, and I'm like, man, I don't want to go into this room because I know it's in there.
Yeah,
but you got to go. You know.
And that when you say that, it makes what I thought of is when you and I see it as what my mind is or what makes sense to me. Before addiction, it was just cluttered with just chaos. And then as I got sober, it started to look like a hallway with a bunch of closed doors. And I had to go towards each door and figure out which one was locked, open, and just not be afraid to look in that room. And the more doors that I opened, I wasn't afraid to like go in them as I started to do the inner work. So that's what inner work looks like to me. Is opening up those locked doors that you closed in active addiction. And when you don't have the fear of opening those doors and seeing what's in there, sometimes it could be, the fears, the anxieties, the depression, the pain, the unresolved pain that people don't like to look at and go through and resolve. And once you go in those doors and you like accept what's in there and actually figure it out, then that's what sets you free. Because a lot of times people are just living in. So yeah, I believe that's the reason why people are just locked in the mental prisons of they don't. The inner work is it's scary, and it causes a lot of the pain, the grief, the shame of looking back in the past and seeing, who you were and who you want to become. And in order for you to become the person that you no longer, want to look back in the past, you actually do have to look back in the past.
And that's why I like to do the reference to it as a house. Like your mind, your life is a house.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, each room is something. People always say, "Oh, life's like a book. Start a new chapter." Fuck that. It's not a new chapter. Every day is a new fucking chapter. Unless you living in Groundhog's Day in this bitch. That's just me. And I ain't nobody. But I like it as a house, man, because I'm constantly working on this house. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I fucked my foundation up. Let me fix it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this room got a bad memory, but like you said, I got to do the work. I got to go in that room and clean it because I got to put new shit in this room. Mm-hmm. I got new memories coming in. I ain't trying to have my shit all out on the lawn or Facebook or whatever. You know how people be these days. So you gotta clean that shit, man. You gotta get it together. You gotta do the work, and that's where a lot of people fuck up. Because I was definitely a prisoner in my own head for years, and let people keep me in that prison.
Yeah,
because it was like, oh, I feel bad. I'm sorry. Give a fuck. It happened, dog. Mm-hmm. What you want me to do about it? I can say sorry,
right?
Or we can move on and be like, yo, that was just a fucked up time. Mm-hmm. And people choose where they want to be lit. Bygones, we got bygones, and lit where it don't. I don't know.
Yeah, that always makes me think too, and that's why I try not to hold on to resentment or whatnot. And I always try to. Now I do. Before, when it happened, I was trying to play a victim, but I was playing a victim in my own mind. Now it's, why am I still holding on to this? What's the point? Why am I still letting this run thoughts in my mind? What is it about? What part of me am I neglecting? So that's the only reason. It's not necessarily, and a lot of times when you were saying that, it doesn't. When people hold on to that version of you, they're not really holding on to who you were. They're trying to grieve the person who they were in that particular moment, if that makes sense.
What you mean? Yeah, explain that.
Yeah, so
because you about to help me understand somebody really good.
Yeah, so okay, you're always a version of yourself. You can always be a different version, but you're a version of yourself in a relationship. And once that relationship ends, so does that version of yourself. So a lot of times people don't like to grieve that version of themselves. It was either the best version of themselves, worst version of themselves, or just a version of themselves that they really liked. They haven't been able to let that version of themselves go. So because they haven't been able to let that version of themselves go, and they don't know this, you're the fault. You're the problem. Because they haven't been able to let that version of themselves go.
I guess. I mean,
yeah,
it makes sense, but at the same time, it's like, that ain't my problem.
That's what I'm saying. It's real. At the end of the day, it's not your problem, and that's what I'm trying to bring it all back full circle. Yeah. It's not your fault. It's something that they have to work on. But because you're the person, the physical person to blame or whatnot, they think from their conscious mind, it's your fault. My life is like this because of you, and it's not. They have to let it go because it's in the past. Yeah. You guys can't get that back. Mm. And in order for them to do the inner work, they won't see it that way. It's hard to see it that way because that's why people hold on to resentment so long, because they don't realize it's not about the person. It's about you letting that version of yourself go.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because I let that version of me go a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, because you no longer drink. Yeah, you had to let him go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The quick side story, though, talking about drinking. I didn't drink when I was down in Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was this one chick. She didn't have her ID. We coming out of Walmart, and the way the Walmart set up, it's a liquor store here,
Mm-hmm.
and you come out. So she like, man, y'all got ID. My brother was going in there anyway to get him something to drink, some wine, and he didn't have his ID. He was like, bro, you got your ID? I'm like, yeah, I got my ID. Cool. The one person who doesn't drink,
Of course,
he has his ID.
temptation again.
It wasn't even temptation.
Yeah.
This is why.
Okay.
I mean, I'm at a point now. My recovery wasn't temptation.
Yeah.
It was embarrassment a little bit, right?
Okay. Go
Just
ahead.
a little bit.
Yeah.
And this is why.
Yeah.
So the chick come in. I don't know what she did. She just had a wad of money. She just had a shit ton of money. I don't know if she was scamming, tricking, whatever. Whatever it was, she had dough. She had some dough. So she's like, man, if you get my drink, I'll buy y'all a drink. Y'all get whatever y'all want. Woo. So I'm looking at my brother. I'm like, bro, you just getting some wine, bro. You better get some shit. So he just got a little bottle of wine. And I'm looking. She just got her little 2 bottles. And she talking about, man, what about y'all? Whatever. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Talking cash shit. And I'm sitting up here like, bro. Old me would have had you in this bitch in your bag. I would have been like, hey, let me get this. Let me get that. Let me get this. 2 of those.
Yeah, I mean, don't tempt me.
I'm sitting there like, and I'm looking at my brother like, hey, nigga, you embarrass me.
Yeah.
You gonna get a little bottle of wine, nigga. Oh, they got some good shit. But side story with that shit. No longer alcoholic, but have alcoholic motherfucking shit come about.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying where you're like, it's not a test, because I don't look at it as a test now. In a way, it's always, it's not a test. It's just a challenge.
I guess a challenge.
It's just a challenge.
Like now, like drinking now.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm. And it's not even because it's like, oh, I don't have the thirst, like some of our forefathers. 7 years ago, I had the I no longer have the desire to do it.
Yeah.
It ain't even that I don't have a desire. It's just the person that comes with it.
Right.
That motherfucker.
And that's the work, though.
Yeah.
That's the work that you've done. And a lot of people, especially in recovery, don't really understand that. Because they still go back to the part of, but that's just who I am.
Yeah.
Drinking is who I am.
You're a fucked up person.
Yeah. Drugs is who I am. And like, because they are sober, their nervous system is like, okay, this is cool and all, but when the fuck are we going back to the drugs and alcohol?
Yeah.
You know? And now that you've done the work, you're like, fuck that guy. That guy's dead and gone. We buried him
a long time.
Deep. Yeah.
He's 6 feet.
He's not getting up.
That's a version of me I could never go
back. Just put it like, I always remind people to just stay in the day, because I don't like the guys who are like, I'm never drinking again. I'm never going back. I'm never going back. You will never hear me say it.
Let me put it like this.
Yeah.
I'm not saying never drink.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what circumstances may come up.
Right.
I know I'm not today.
There it is.
But to get to that point of that person,
right?
Hell no.
No.
Like, even if I drunk, I'm telling on myself so somebody could check me.
Get me. Right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh, hey, listen. I smelled some alcohol. It went up my nose.
Uh-huh.
I felt the fibers go through.
I know what's happening here.
That shit. No.
Yeah.
I need you to tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Like, no, that person's not coming back. Drinking, no, I don't have this desire today.
Okay.
But I don't know what the fuck could happen in life.
Right.
I mean, I done went through enough to say, I could get through most shit. But I don't know.
Right.
A death, a death, that'll probably be the only thing that I haven't been through yet.
I know.
But at least I got people around me now that I could call and be like, hey,
yeah,
such and such died.
I know.
It's dark.
Yeah, I've already unfortunately tried to mentally prepare myself for that.
You can't.
You can't.
You can't. That's impossible. I tried that shit.
I don't like to do it, but it's a quick thought, and I try to get out of it.
Yeah. But even then, it's like I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say the example.
I don't want to do it.
It's just I can't. It's no mental prepare
Yeah.
for it. Worst case scenario. But I know as far as right now, nah.
Mm,
I'm worried. Today, nah, I'm straight. I know I'm going to bed sober today.
perfect. All right. And let me pull up the next one as I try to shift through all these screens. I think we already really covered this,
Yeah.
but what were some unhealthy identities or labels you had to let go of during recovery? For example, victim, people pleaser, partier, rebel, perfectionist, or the normal, or I guess popular, I'm not good enough mentality.
I'm not good enough in people pleasing.
Yeah.
Those are two things I had to let go.
I still don't understand people pleaser. I don't.
I didn't either until the fucked up part. I didn't understand people pleasing probably until like episode 6 into the podcast.
Yeah.
Cause I'd be like, people pleasing, you sound dumb as hell.
Right.
But I was people pleasing and didn't know it.
Uh-huh.
And then when I go to therapy, my therapist would be like, yeah, that's people pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing that. And I felt like, to me, people pleasing and I'm not good enough went hand in hand.
Oh, it's definitely hand in hand.
Because I was like, oh man, if I do this, they'll like me, and I'll be in better graces, and I'll be good enough. Or oh man, they asked me for this and I couldn't do it. I suck as a person. I had to let that shit go.
Yeah.
And when I did, the weight on my shoulders,
yeah,
yeah. Like for real, when you really give up people pleasing, you really just you really get to a mode where you just, at least for me, I got to a mode where I giving a fuck with yourself.
Yeah.
Hey Ryan, you didn't do this. No one died.
Right.
We're good. So yeah, those were my two.
Okay. I agree. Those were my two. I mean, of course, I struggle really with like all of them on the list, but I would probably say, because I feel like a lot of my growth and my change has happened over this past year or two. So I'm going back to that because it's the most recency for me, even though my active addiction was different. I like when I got sober, I was definitely involved with the community, sobriety and whatnot, but I was always a lone wolf. I've always been a lone wolf. I have friends. I have, people that I talk to consistently, but I've never really been a person where I've needed people to rely on, to hang on, to be codependent off of. I was always more of, I like doing my own thing. I like being independent. I'm just a free spirit. I'm here, there, gone, and then I'm like a little bit of a ghost. So I'll probably say the last couple of relationships that I've been in, like romantic relationships, and that's what I understand people pleasing from. I would shrink myself in order, because I know exactly what this person needs. Like I know what they need. I know what type of care, love, attention, validation. I know exactly what they need because I'm good at just reading people like that. So I would shrink myself in order for this person to feel good.
Terrible thing.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And I realized that. And I didn't know I was doing it at the time because it had that underlying tone of I'm not good enough. And it was always, why you feel like you're not good enough? You're just extremely picky. So I had that mentality of, I want to make sure that I can pour into this person because I know that this person needs me to pour into them. So
you need me more than I need myself for my own emotions.
Right.
Process that.
Exactly, because it's like I'm coming from a place of, I believe it's fullness, but it's not. It's just coming from a place of, you have wounding as well that you had never taken care of, that you didn't know was there until you actually met this person, because this person is a mirror of what needs to be fixed. And I thought that I was doing it out of place of love, and it was for a little bit, but it was more of, I don't know if you want to stop it or not. It was more of, yeah, you're doing it from a place of love, but you're also doing it from a place of abandonment, like your fear of being abandoned.
Right.
And that's what you need. That's what you need to learn. That's what this person here is here to subconsciously teach you. Is like you have fears of abandonment, and you need to figure out how you can fix that.
Test. Ah.
You get it. He's seeing it now. He's seeing it. Relationships are always one of our biggest lessons, I would probably say. There's always people who come into your life to teach you something. There's people that come into your life to help heal you, and there's people that come into your life to help you grow. And I mean, of course, it could be expanded upon that, but that's just what I've seen so far.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely had my lesson. But you said something. We bring this up a lot. I want to, since we're talking about identity shifts, I want to dive into that. The lone wolf. You know what I'm saying? You say the lone wolf, and I always say, like, I just don't ask people for nothing, which is same thing. You lone wolfing.
Right.
Where's it? How is that shifted, or is that still shifting?
It's integrated.
Okay.
My lone wolf status is integrated, where I have my boundaries, I have my moments, I have my moments of silence and peace and alone time. But then I also make sure if I get too far gone in being alone, I pick up the phone. I call people, reach out, text. You know,
Right.
like I'll text you randomly, or I'll text other people, knowing that I'm getting too far into my own world and I'm not coming up to see what's going on around me.
Yeah.
So I try to not spend multiple days of not speaking to people. I try to maybe go a day. If I don't speak to people consistently, I'm like, okay, let me check in. Let me just say something, because I can go so long with not speaking to anybody at all and just be like, all right.
See, that's how I am sometimes, and I get like that. And somebody called it out to me, outside of my normal circle, and this person was like, who do you talk to? I was at work actually, and one of the people that come in, he normally come in, we chatted up and stuff. Good friend of mine, and he was like, "Man, who do you talk to, right?" I was like, "Oh, I talk to this and that and that." He's like, "But on a regular basis, who do you talk to? Like every day, who are you picking up the phone or texting or this? Who are you talking to?"
Right.
And then I was like, nobody. He's like, exactly. He's like, just start doing that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll try, but even then, it still be hard for me because it's like, I don't know. I don't know what you will call this or whatever. I ask my therapist when I go, but like when I put my thoughts on another person, like I feel like I'm bothering.
You think it's a burden?
Huh?
Think it's a burden?
So there we go.
Yeah.
And it's even a burden. Like somebody texts, I'm like, "Fuck you! Why are you texting me, dog?" But it's crazy because I get people that will do that with me, like will text me every day, or will call or this, and it's like, damn, okay, they doing it, and I'm there for them.
Right.
Why the fuck can't I do it
For me?
for myself?
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing. And I go into that out there, that long wolf, like I got it, I can figure this shit out. And you just seen them days where you be like, hey, motherfucker, no, you can't. You're about to spiral. You're about to spiral.
Man, I be trying. I be like, bro, I know what's going on. You're like, I'm good. I'm like, are you?
I'm like, I'm straight.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you're not.
No. This is the reason why I'm sending this to you, to let you know.
Dog, but I don't know why. I don't know why I do that. I don't. And it could be fear. It could be, I don't know. Vulnerability. I think that's what it is, because even like people like, oh, you guys do the podcast, you do this, and I'm like, yeah, but we had certain conversations off, and then there'd be certain things I'd be like, do I want to talk about this? Do I want to?
Yeah. No, it's true.
It's vulnerable. Like, how vulnerable is too vulnerable?
Right.
And that'd be my thought process a lot of times with stuff like, damn, man, I want to get naked and talk and cry and stuff. And like sometimes I'm like, yeah, but then I'll be like, But I had to have the thought process at the same time. It's not about me, man.
Yeah.
Well, to this, it's not about me. It's about the next person and letting them know that you should do that.
Right.
And I'm telling you, I should do it. I'm gonna try to do it. To this week, that's gonna be my goal this week, to try to be more vulnerable.
But
Try.
as long as you have the awareness.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, when you were talking about that fear of vulnerability,
Yeah.
same thing. When it comes to how much do I want to share, I feel much easier now with doing the podcast and saying certain things now in the podcast today than I did when I first came on back in February.
Absolutely.
It's like it starts coming just a little bit more. The lights aren't as bright anymore. Your thoughts get a little bit clearer.
Yeah.
And okay, like, all right, you know what? I feel like saying that. I feel like talking about this. And I still, in a way, I want to have that same type of message when it comes to my content. But yeah, right now, that fear of vulnerability, it's easy for me to dip into it, especially when it comes to guys that I want to sponsor and things of that nature. But it's easy for me to get right out of it or detach from it when I just see that my effort isn't going anywhere. And that comes from the boundaries, that comes from experience, it comes from wisdom, it comes from all those types of people that I've been involved with. It's like I can feel, I can have my emotions, I can pour into people, but then if I see a pattern of it's not being received, there's no even reciprocation, then I'll just
walk away.
I just walk away from it, and I won't have any type of animosity towards you whatsoever.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing, and it's like, and I see the transformation. I see your transformation more and more and more. So like, I don't want you to ever take away because you had a bad moment this past weekend or this past couple of days,
past couple hours,
past couple of hours, because there's still so much growth, and for you to have the awareness to bring it all back full circle as we do this episode shows the growth.
Oh yeah. But yeah, the important thing is, I hope the person that sees this understands, hey, I'm sorry. I fucked up. I'm still growing. We all are. But with that being said, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Sober Talk. We're going to see y'all next week, man. It's your boy Parham.
And I'm Ryan. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Help us grow this channel to all those who are still out there sick and suffering and just need somebody to talk to or listen to.
That's it, man. Y'all have a good night. Peace.